What is CI/CD? CI/CD stands for continuous integration and continuous delivery, and also we say continuous deployment. It is a set of practice and principles used in software development to automate and streamline process to building, testing, and deploying software application. There are in CI/CD process three key components. First one is continuous integration, second one continuous delivery, and third one continuous deployment. We also say one item as continuous delivery and deployment, but there are two stages. Continuous integration means it's involved frequently integrate code changes from multiple contributors into shared repository or version control system. Next, continuous delivery is the extent of CI, example of continuous integration and automating the deployment process, staging of pre-production environment. Last stage is continuous deployment. It is continuous deploy to production servers. Example of these three stages are interconnected, but last stage many companies going to manual process because continuous integration and continuous delivery we can use as automate, but continuous deployment some organizations use like a manual process. Meantime inside one person want to approve it, example tech lead or some person. Okay. Now I'm going to describe what are the service AWS provide for CI/CD and DevOps space. And first of all, consider code commit. Code commit is fully managed version control system. It's similar to GitHub Bitbucket. It allows developer to scale host and private Git repository. It's provide easy integrated with other AWS service, support collaboration among team members. Next, CodeBuild. It's a built-in product. It's similar to Jenkins CI like this, and is source code and run test and produce deployable artifact. Everything it's scale automatically and can be used to conjunction with other AWS services. Example of CodePipeline, ECS like this, and next CodeDeploy. It's enable automate application deployment instance of service platform like Lambda or ECS or EKS like this, and it's a deployment process help minimize downtime during updates. Next, Cloud9. It's a very good service because this similar to VS Code IntelliJ IDE, but this one is run in browser. It's a cloud-based integrated development IDE, enable developer to write code and debug and test the code in browser. Next, CodeStar. It's a fully integrated development environment designed to simplify the setup of end-to-end continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline. Next, Stray, AWS Stray. It's a service for analyze, debugging, and distributed application. It's used for tracing our application, and it's provide insight into how application are performing and help identify performance bottleneck. Next, code artifact. It's a artifact repository, support Maven, npm, Python, people like this. And next, application component. This one newly kind of service. This one very good and interesting service because it's a visual designer that you can deploy and build to a serverless application within few minutes. And finally, it's a cloud shell. It's a cloud-based shell. You can quickly run a script with AWS command line interface, and also use AWS API and other AWS related tool. And you can use for increase your productivity. You can directly access cloud shell in AWS console. Today my project is deploy some sample application to AWS ECS, and I'll go to step-by-step guide to how to deploy it. First of all, I'm consider this architecture diagram. This is a simple architecture diagram. You can modify it to add some load balancing, auto scaling group, so many things, no issue. And first of all, developer push the code to code commit repository. I'm firstly create Cloud9 IDE. Inside Cloud9 IDE, I'm clone my GitHub project repository and Next, inside the code commit, developer work in code commit is similar to GitHub, Bitbucket, like this. It's a repository, and this process fully automated by CodePipeline, and behind the scene CodeBuild run and save artifact to S3 bucket. Also build the Docker image and push it to ECR repository. Behind the scene, we create ECS cluster, and we get ECS task definition and service. And final stage, we integrate this ECS deployment step to CodePipeline, and end user access this project to in this public IP. This is my project, and you can modify it, adding so many services. Example, if you need to create DevOps CodePipeline, you can integrate here to see some kind of services, third-party services.